There's number 1 and number 2. Welcome, Gustas and Rodriguez, his pet bird and mammal thing. I really don't know, but I can tell you they are very annoying, and they've got a myriad of various abilities. You know what? I'm going to take care of Gustavus first, because, seriously, to hell with you and your weird-looking face. You're like a weird crocodile dog. Okay, no, you're not gonna... Okay. Frugal likes to sick them on people, so let's do as much damage before he can do that! Come on, Levitz! Use your rage! There we go. That's the time you want to do it. Ah, crap! He's still throwing rocks! Oh, hey, we missed. Fine by me. Ow, tiny knives! Why? That ain't cool, bro. Why'd you go and use those tiny knives? That is the meanest thing. Also, now that Dart's a level 4 Dragoon, 80 magic. Wow, okay. I'm going out on a limb here and say I might have over-leveled just a teeny tiny little bit.
Rodriguez, attack!
Uh-oh. What's he gonna do? Ah, no, it's hell! He's got him by the head! Ow! Holy hell. Rodriguez is a jerk. Ah, ah, he's licking me! He's licking me! I think he's actually clawing at me, but I don't... Would you stop with the rocks? How is he one arm throwing those things? Holy hell. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. We got this. I know we got this, because I'm gonna... it's all too clear to me. I'm gonna have to start busting out the big guns, if you know what I'm saying. And I think you guys do. You guys are all smart. Dragoon time! Let's rock! If I can take out at least one of his pets, he's severely crippled. So, let's just use this. But I also think it'd be a really smart idea to use the Blossom Storm attack. So let's do that. Let's not take as much damage for just a teensy tiny itty bitty little bit. That would just be swell. Okay. Here we go! You know, I've never mentioned this before, but I find a lot of charm and nostalgia and admiration for older games' art style. Because you see, like, a lot of games nowadays trying to recreate the retro aesthetic, and it never works. Never, ever, ever, not even once. Not even the ones who do it perfectly, like, say, in Shovel Knight, they never do it right. Ever. Because the thing is, games like this was the best they could do with the technology they had. Like, bar none, this is what they had. This is what they had to work with. This is the best they could ever do. Whereas nowadays, we can do anything visually we want. There's no limitations anymore, at all. So it's like, in the past, they worked as hard as they possibly could to get the most out of, like, the very little stuff they had. But nowadays, people are doing they have everything they ever need, but are using it to do the least amount just to capture that aesthetic. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate the effort, and a lot of those games that are, you know, designed to be retro looking are still perfectly awesome. Don't take that the wrong way at all. But there is a difference, and you can feel it. It's hard to describe, but you can feel the difference between genuine retro due to limitations and attempted retro due to just simply aesthetic. So, I don't know why I suddenly thought of that, or why to talk about that, but it's something I did, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so we really gotta take care of that damn devil dog, so let's final burst his face off. You know, realistically, this should attack every single person on the enemy side, but if it did that, well, that'd be way too much. That'd be way overpowered for a spell. The only thing bad about this spell at all is because it only hits one target. Rock it downtown, son! There we go. It is very, very good, yes. Now, wing flap. And he's dead. Aw, I took out your doggy thing. So unfortunate. Now I'm gonna take out your birdie thing. Hatara! Oh, Shell. Trust me, the dude is really freaking awesome. Once he, spoilers, once he becomes a Dragoon too, and he gets some better additions, trust me, he is awesome. It's just, when he's standing next to Lavitz and Dart, doing these crazy magical abilities, it's like, wow, really? That's all you got? Just a little, pop, pop, 1, 2. Then again, have you ever tried to punch a bird? That ain't easy. That ain't easy at all. Seriously, I mean, they're always flapping all around. They got them pointy bits all over. It's the worst, man. Anyway. Oh, side note. You know how whenever we finish a boss fight, like whenever we've done that, Dart always like jumps in and slashes at them cinematically to signify the end of the fight? This is, well, there's two subversions of that. One is when we were fighting Kongal, where he just flat out interrupted Dart mid-attack. And this one, where it's actually Lavitz who delivers the final blow on Frugal, due to, you know, the obvious reasons of, you know, having the biggest grudge, basically. Anyway, can we go back to the... Whoa! Of course, go. It's always got to send... Oh, no! You lifted the flying guy into the air! Oh, not one of your smartest plans. So power up! Uh-oh, that ain't bueno. Okay, hang on. Time for another final burst on Rodriguez. I don't think this birdie bird's really quite prepared for what's about to just go down right now. I mean, I know he just witnessed this happen to his doggy friend, but I don't think he understands just how freakishly painful that this specific attack is going to be for him. In fact, it might just kill him outright. I'm not sure. He's still in the blue, so it's a pretty good chance he'll still survive, but regardless... Let us do the thing, and wing flap. Yeah, not nearly as much damage as against the doggy guy, but still awesome. All right. Okay, well, at least he's in the yellow. It's something. Not bad at all. All right, Lavitz, you want to contribute? No, you don't. Okay. Just got to keep on sending this birdie guy. Ah, my hip. Quit being so mean to Hashel. He's awesome. I will punch a dude who says otherwise. Oh, Rodriguez is in the red. Let's go. Keep it going. I screwed it up, but he's dead anyway, so I'm good with this. And now... Whoa, hello! The hell was that nonsense? He, like, dropped his club and, like, did a weird... He did, like, the Goron dance, the friggin' hell. And then he just sort of pushed him over. That was rude, sir. Very, very rude. Now, we don't have enough magic for that anymore, so, you know what, let's just start swinging at him. Come out swing-a-ding-dingin'! I did it again! Holy hell! I don't think I've ever done Dragoon additions, like, consecutively so much. Even if I never do it again, like, I am happy. I've done good. I did good. Alright, now, piggity punch, piggity punch. That's alright. Alright, Lavitz, you want to contribute? My God, you're slow! Ow, ow, not your freakish dance again! Quit with your freaky dance! Ah, it's the worst. Alright, now, I gotta dance on my own! Haha! It involves spinning and stabbing! And, you know, then getting blasted away by a shield. Because I never see it coming. Okay, well, you know what? We may not be able to use the final burst, but we can use the flame shot, so... It's something! Let's do this. Sure, it's a third the strength of final burst, but damage is damage in this dog-eat-dog world. And Fashakao! There we go. Please do over 100. Okay, 76. That's cool too, I guess. If you're curious, there's no way to like transform back into your normal self while you're a Dragoon. You have to run out of SP first, so that's something to keep in mind when you're playing the game. So, like, if you decide to turn into a Dragoon, like, you're a Dragoon, like, until you're done. And more rocks. Wonderful. Absolutely peachy keen. Okay, fine. You know, okay, well, Frugal's in the yellow, so we're definitely making something of a dent into his big flabby belly. So let's do this thing. Let's try that dance again. Okay, come on, Lavitz. Do it for Albert! There we go! That's what I like to see. Ah, okay. Lavitz! pulling out all the stops to save his friend and king. He is a good knight and a good friend. We should all appreciate that fact, even if he is kind of headstrong about the whole thing. Regardless, it's only because he cares so much. And, ow. Okay, now you decide to finally use that club you're toting around. Holy hell, dude. Took you a while to figure that one out. Okay, well, he's in the red, so we should be close. Here we go. Kick. And slickety.
Burning rush.
We done here, Frugal? No, we're not. All right, fine. Just gotta keep up the dance moves. Yeah, yeah. Ha! I did it! Friggin' sweet! Life is good! Go, Levitz, go! And now Frugal is dead. We did it. Whew, that was stressful. People ask me why The Legend of Dragoon is my favorite game. And there are a lot of reasons. But I think the biggest and most noteworthy thing this game ever did for me was it showed me what video games could truly be. I was 8 years old. Up to that time, I'd only ever played, simpler things like, Super Mario World, stuff of that nature. I'd never really truly experienced a story. I've never really truly ever saw characters in a video game that I cared about, that I could relate to, that I thought were cool, that I wanted to help save the world. I'd always loved the older games, and I still do. I like the Mario games and the like; those are still great. But it was this game that showed me that video games aren't just entertainment; they're art. truly something you can't get from any other medium in the world. Video games provide you with something that you can't get out of a movie, a book, a TV show, anything. You can't. I have been with these characters every step of the way up till this point. I got to know them, and I started to care about them. Lavitz was my favorite character. I thought he was awesome, because he was a knight, and knights are cool. He would do anything for his friends or his family. He would protect them no matter what. And I thought that was the most admirable and astonishing thing I'd ever seen in my life at that point. When I first saw this scene, I was confused. I didn't understand. I couldn't comprehend what just happened. Video game characters don't die. They always come back. Like, it's never permanent. That's not something that happens. That doesn't happen in video games, I thought. And this game made me cry. It was the first time I ever cried at a video game. It wasn't the last, but it was the first, and it stuck with me this entire time. And you know what? That scene, it still gets to me all these years later. My God. It's so out of nowhere, you don't see it coming. A teammate dying? Permanently? Like, after all this time, he was the first friend Dart made in the game! It makes even less sense for him to be the one to go away. It's just... This game showed me a lot that I never thought was possible. And after that scene was over, and after I'd finally calmed down and I'd stopped crying, I didn't understand what was going on. I don't know why Lloyd did what he did. I didn't know what the moon gem was. I didn't have any clue about any of the things that were going on. But I knew, even at my very young age, I knew that whatever the reason is, that it wasn't good enough. There was no excuse for what just happened. And I was going to fix it. I spent the rest of the game thinking maybe I could bring Lavitz back, but he's well and truly gone. He has passed away. He does not come back. But I knew that I wasn't going to let what he just did be in vain. And I hope you all can understand how I felt and how I still feel. That scene still makes me sad. It still confuses me. It still angers me. And we're not going to let him get away with this. Just you wait. On slightly happier notes, Ash, Ashell, and Dart got some new additions, so that's pretty cool, but, yeah. I can't really be funny after something like that. I really can't. And I shouldn't. He shouldn't have died. It's not fair. This game taught me that not everything is fair. I still have some place for shelter. Oh yeah, they've kind of completely conquered all of Basil, haven't they? We can hide underneath here. The cast has a lot of life thinking right now. I'll help. I can't let you. Let me do it. When I'm moving like this, I don't feel pain. Okay? And of course, Rose continues to do nothing. There's cold, and then there's heartless. She didn't even blink when it happened. I owe you and Lavitz a debt of gratitude. Lavitz is no more. But we're still alive. Being alive means we can do anything we want, right? I think it's enough for now. I think Lavitz would agree with me. It reminds me of what Lavitz happily told me about you. That he had met guys he could finally call friends. Oh, God. It still gets me, man. I'm fighting back the sobs. Now I understand why. Dart, Shauna, Heschel, and Rose. Lavitz was my most loyal and strongest knight, and at the same time, he was my precious friend. Yes, he was a great guy. I would like to show you my gratitude. Thank you. He was out of luck. I didn't know he had the Dragon Buster. If I had known it, I would have stopped Lavitz. Dragon Buster? What are you talking about? It's a weapon from the old war, made only to kill dragons. Even with the almighty Dragoon armor, it was a mere shroud in front of a Dragon Buster. Lloyd, what kind of plot is he weaving? Okay. Rose just shows things differently, I guess. Now it's more complicated than simply looking for your daughter. I'm okay. I can go look for her some other time. But we have something we have to do now. You found the way, thanks to Shauna, didn't you? The only thing left is... which way to go? You're a good man, Heschel. We're not going to be like this forever, right? Of course not. I feel sorry for making you accompany us into such a mess. I'm the one following you. Anyway, Basil will be finished soon if we don't do something. Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching what you will do in the future. I guess I have to talk about it with you. The truth about what Lloyd took from me. Everything about it. Yeah, actually, that would be nice. What did he pull out of your back, and why? The story goes back 11,000 years. Winglies, who ruled the Earth, were defeated in the Dragon campaign and disappeared. However, their sacred objects were scattered around the world. They contained their magic power concealed in them, which only they could use. One of them was handed down in Serdio, and it has been sealed inside the body of each crown heir, because of the fear that the power could bring evil. Okay. The sacred object is the secret treasure of Serdio, which has been taken. The Moon Gem. So a weapon of unlimited magical power. Where did Lloyd find out about it? I was foolish. I bought his intelligence and employed him as an advisor. Probably he was employed by Imperial Sandora. That's right. Once he obtains the secret treasure, he's the crown heir of Serdio, both in name and reality. The birth of the Conqueror King Dole. That would be the end of Basil. Damn, good plan. His Majesty King Albert is still alive here. The war is not over yet. Basil is not finished. What is a king to do if he doesn't have a castle to go back to and a large force to protect him? Indeed, I am helplessly alone. However, as the Dragoons of yore led humans to victory, we still have a chance to overcome. Hey, even Rose pulled hers out. She'd never done that before. We have only one target, Emperor Dole in the Black Castle. You have such a daring strategy, but it's not that bad. Let's do it! We can do this together! My iron fist might be able to help you. I will show them the full force of my lance, which I learned how to use from Lavitz. Lavitz, we won't let your death be in vain, and we're sure as hell not gonna let them take your town. Sometimes, man, the game just, it messes with you. So, before we properly send off for the day, we still got just a tiny little bit more to go through. The Black Castle itself. It seems Helena fell. Don't be so anxious. I got what I need. Leaving the girl at large is one of your schemes, huh? It's none of your business. Doesn't matter. I'll soon hold sway over all Serdio, and your plan will be complete. No, it's just the beginning. If you don't remember, Lloyd was the guy in the cloaked hood in the very beginning of the first cutscene of the game, and he was the one lurking around, also in the Black Hood, around Helena the first time we broke in. At least be careful not to get carried away. Don't be burned in a red fire. Nobody can stop me. I will not, even if I sell my soul to the devil. Man means business. It's not gonna be easy to stop him. But we'll do what we can. I hope you guys relatively had a good time. A lot has happened, and we have a long road ahead of us. That's for certain. Before I go, very quickly, I'd just like to address what you might be wondering. And Albert actually inherits everything from Lavitz entirely. He has all of the additions he had. They're all exactly as Lavitz left them. He's the exact same Dragoon level. He has all the same moves, all the same magic, everything of that accord. The only true major difference between Albert and Lavitz, other than the entirety of their character, is the fact that Albert actually moves much more quickly when it comes to doing additions, and it's actually much harder to perform his attacks. I'll demonstrate that in the near future, obviously. But as for right now, I think we all really need a good breather right now. I hope you guys will stick around to see just how this story is all going to unfold, and I'll see you all next time.